Amanda Park, for those of you who don't know me. I'm a Global Product Communications Manager at Ford. And seriously, we are very excited to have you here in Grand Junction, Colorado. And it sounds like for a lot of you, it's your first time here. We were all captivated by how beautiful it was just flying in this morning. So we can't wait to get you on the road tomorrow in the Explorer Platinum for what will be the 4th leg of the Platinum Adventure Tour. It's been really fun so far. You can read more about the locations we've been to on the Adventure Control Center behind me. But seriously, it's going to be a great drive tomorrow to Durango. Just a couple things I wanted to note. There's no embargo on anything, so feel free to write as much and as often as you'd like. And that being said, we encourage you to use the hashtag #ExploreMore starting tonight, all day tomorrow, the next day, and forever after that. You're going to receive one of these sheets of paper tomorrow morning. There's a couple of social media suggestions that if you'd like to follow, our digital team's going to be tracking it. We might have some surprises for some of you if you follow the suggestions. Just a couple of other things. Build and Price is live on Ford.com for Explorer Platinum. So if you have any questions about packages, pricing, just take a look at the website. Everything is on there. But we have a lot of members of the Explorer team here that can answer any questions you guys have over the next couple days. I'll just take a minute to introduce them. We have our SUV Marketing Manager, Craig Patterson, right over here. We have our Chief Engineer, Ari Groneveld. Ari, I'm going to hear from him in just a second. Chief Designer, Mike Arbaugh is with us. Thanks, right over here. We also have 2 representatives from Sony who are going to be able to give you a demo of the premium audio system that's in the Explorer Platinum. It's sitting right over here. I'll introduce Tony Cheslick, Tony from Sony. And then we also have Lee Anderson. I know, Lee's right over here as well. I also want to introduce my colleague William Matisse from the SUV Communications team. You're going to hear from him in just a bit. So we think we have everybody here on the ground that can answer any questions you guys might have, can really talk about this new product. This is a really exciting time for Explorer. We really feel like this is the right time to introduce this new product to the market. So with that, I'm going to hand it over to Craig Patterson.
Thanks, Amanda. It's really a privilege to work on Explorer. It's really an icon in the industry. Now 25 years since we launched it in 1991. It was really, when it launched, it was really the first SUV to really take hold and launch the SUV craze. There were other SUVs in the market, but none of them had the SUV attributes that people wanted, combined with the package to really make it a family adventure vehicle. Explorer was really the first one to do that. So how have we done over those 25 years? Well, we're the best-selling SUV during those 25 years. It's the only SUV, if you look at the top 10 vehicles sold over the last 25 years, there's only one SUV on the list, and it's Explorer. We sold over 7 million, or one every 2 minutes. So it's really been a huge success for us, and it's great to work on this vehicle that has such a great history for Ford Motor Company and for the entire industry. In late 2000s, customers started to go away from a little bit from traditional SUVs. We had a little gas spike, and people started to say, well, I'm not sure I really want the traditional SUV the way it has been the last 20 years. I want something different. But what we found when we talked to customers is what they really wanted was still an SUV. They didn't want a crossover. They wanted a vehicle that was still an SUV, a modern SUV that delivered great fuel economy and also great driving dynamics. And so we completely reinvented Explorer in 2011. We were part of that launch. Some of you may have been here when we launched that vehicle in San Diego in 2011. Fantastic success for us. Really reinvigorated the Explorer nameplate. And you can see, since we launched 2012, that was about double the level we were on sales in the previous generation. Up again in 13, up again in 14, and up again so far 2015. And that was before the 2016 model launched. So, and it's not just us giving them away either. Customers are ordering the very highest level trims, either our limited series or our sport series. 43% of those customers are ordering either one of those 2 trim levels. So it's been great volume for us, it's been great market share for us, and really customers really embracing the new Explorer and everything that it has to offer. So we're really launching this 2016 model from a position of strength. And I mentioned our customer. Who is our customer? You can see some of the pictures here. Now, when you sell as many Explorers as we do, there's not a typical customer, because we have a broad range of people that buy Explorers. But our target customer is really the family. When you think about it, it's really the family that lives outside the home. It's a family adventure vehicle. And it's people that really want to have shared passion with their family. They want to, maybe they were great skiers, or they love to fly fish, or whatever, or canoeing, or whatever their outdoor activity was. They were bicyclists. They wanted to go out and share those passions with their family. They want to get out and enjoy life. And they want the vehicle to take them there and never hold them back from that adventure. They want it to be the adventure enabler for them. So if I need to go off-road, I can go off-road. If I need to get to the hunting lodge, or if I need to get to the ski lodge, if I need to tow a boat or a jet ski, I can do it. And it really enables that family adventure and allows you to have your shared passions with your family. So for 2016, like as I mentioned, we're really launching from a position of strength. And what we changed for 2016, we're in three major areas. We had a new look, obviously, clearly a new look. We had a new engine. We have a new 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine that replaces the previous 2 liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder. That gives us more power, towing, 4-wheel drive, but yet retains best-in-class fuel economy. Again, customers want to be able to have that great fuel economy with their SUV. But importantly, and the reason you're all here, is the new series, our new Platinum series. And that's what you see here. Really, it's our top-of-the-line Explorer. It has all the bells and whistles. It's the best of what Explorer is. But to tell you more about the 2016 Explorer, what we've changed, what's new and different about it, and about the Platinum series, I want to bring up our Chief Nameplate Engineer, Eric Grunewald.
Thank you, Craig. Thanks for coming. Good to see you guys. All right, so I love working on this product. It's been around for 25 years. My first new vehicle was a 1993 forest green metallic 4x4 XLT. At the time, I was really into mountain biking, windsurfing. It was a perfect vehicle for me. Now go forward many years. I have triplets, 3 3-year-olds. My adventure has changed, but this is still the vehicle that gets me around. So it's been very adaptable in my life. It's been an excellent product. Loved it. So let's talk a little bit more. Several years ago, we made a commitment to the SUV customer. When we revealed the all-new Explorer, we said that our vision was for a no-compromises SUV. And that's what we've done for 16. More innovation, more performance. I think you all agree when you have a chance to drive it. So let's talk about innovation. You're not going to be able to read this, but wow, it's a big list of innovation. Many of these features now are standard equipment. It's what you must have at this point. So we innovated it, the marketplace has followed, but we continue to cut the edge and be forward thinking in terms of our innovation, so we'll talk about that. But first of all, we started off with good bones of a product. So we have a significant update with the 16. We're starting off with a modern unibody platform with independent suspension. Really outstanding framework or bones for the vehicle, if you will. So let's talk about our proven technology. Our intelligent 4-wheel drive with terrain management control. Our inflatable rear safety belts. No one has that feature in this class. It's a great safety feature. Blind spot information system, that little light that shows up that says, hey, there's somebody in your blind spot, prevents you from having to turn your neck quite as often as you had before. Powerful third row seat. Press a button, have a completely flat load floor. Nobody else does that, not in this class. It's a great feature, people love it. We have adaptive cruise control, so on your long drive that you're going to have tomorrow, I urge you to experience that. So essentially if someone's set on cruise control ahead of you, or not, but you simply want to keep a certain distance between you and the vehicle in front of you, you set it, and the system manages that gap between you and the vehicle in front. It's great. It makes cruise control that much easier. We also have cross traffic alert. Most of the time that's beeping at me when someone's speeding down the parking aisle, telling me that, hey, someone's coming. It's really handy as well. And then the lane keeping assist. So activate the system. It's either going to give you an indication through a vibration or a slight correction of the vehicle into the lanes on the expressway or on the road. Great feature. So now let's talk about new for 16. Hands-free liftgate. We have that on the Edge, we have that on the Escape, we're adding it to the Explorer. So in my case, I've usually got 2 of the 3 kids. That kick underneath the liftgate prevents one of them from running away. It's a great feature. Side sensors and active park assist. Let me talk about enhanced park assist first. So we've had active park assist, that was for parallel parking. We've now added to that perpendicular park and park out. So really, most parking scenarios, the vehicle is going to help you greatly in managing into and out of that spot. Great feature, really cool. Side sensor. So you're driving through the drive-thru, getting fast food, going to the bank, going through a parking garage. You wonder where the pillar is, and you know a lot of people have contacted it because that yellow pillar is now a rainbow of colors. Usually, yeah, you're trying to avoid your paint color being added to it. It's going to tell you. So a similar type of sensing technology that we have for the front and rear is now monitoring the sides. It's a great feature, really handy. We've also added 180-degree camera in the front of the vehicle with a washer. So you'll have a chance to try that out tomorrow. Press the button, have a standard view, press the button again, you get a split view, 180 degrees. So you're coming out of a parking garage, you're coming out of your garage, you're wondering what's to the side of the opening. Obviously this is getting through the opening of your garage before you are. It's a great feature, great feature. We also have a 180-degree view on the rear camera, but we added a wash to that as well. So at least in Michigan, where I'm from, several times a year, every snowy day, every slushy day, I'm coming out to the back of a vehicle and I'm wiping that camera to take that little salt residue, or here it might be the gravel and salt. And this feature now takes care of that. It seems so obvious, but we're glad to have it. Only one in the class. Great technology. Now, also, USBs. So there's standard USBs and then there's smart charging USBs. So what's a smart charging USB? Smart because it's going to sense the need of your tablet or iPhone to give it the right charge. Also smart because it's going to charge it 2 times as fast as a standard USB. Really handy. And we have loads of USBs, smart charging USBs on this vehicle. There's one in the front bin, one in the center console bin, 2 in the rear seat at the back of the rear console. So the kids with the tablets, this is compatible with basically all the tablets. They could continue watching those movies and keeps the second row a little bit more quiet. So really pleased with that. So that's the new technology that we have for 16. There's so much more. So new engine. So the Platinum, let's talk about the Platinum engine first. The Platinum gets our highest end engine. It's a 3.5 liter, V6 twin turbo, 365 horse, 350 foot-pounds of torque. It is a blast to drive. That's all you get in a Platinum. It's in there. You get everything in the Platinum. And it's got it in there, and it's a fun vehicle to drive. Every one of the Platinums you drive tomorrow has that powertrain in it. Beyond the Platinum, as Craig mentioned, we have the 2.3 liter EcoBoost. So going from the 2 liter EcoBoost to the 2.3, retain best-in-class fuel economy, but we also added 40 horsepower and 40 foot-pounds of torque. Substantial improvement. That's available on base, XLT, and limited. Great powertrain. Allows class 2 towing, allows 4-wheel drive. Awesome. Good stuff. You're going to love driving this tomorrow. So let's talk about, now that you have a 2.3 that can handle 4-wheel drive, you can basically get 4-wheel drive across all the powertrains. Let's talk about it. Our intelligent 4-wheel drive. What does it mean? Well, the system, just without doing anything, is seamless to the customer. It's balancing the right balance of torque to the front wheels versus the rear. It's so seamless, in fact, that we thought it would be handy to add a gauge into the vehicle. So through the cluster, you can set up your screen to show you the split between the torque to the front and the rear wheels. Now, why does it keep balancing those? The great thing is, you want to have the vehicle as efficient as possible. So when you're cruising down the highway, you don't really need to be driving all the wheels at the same amount of torque. You're going to bias to the front axle, or to the front wheels. So it's about efficiency. Now, if you want to do something a little bit more specific off-road, this is what's going to enable you to do it. This is a feature we've had for a while. As with most things on the vehicle, we continue to develop and improve our technologies, and that's the case for 16 as well. So whether it's a normal driving mode, which is default, or sand, snow or grass, mud or ruts, or going down a hill, this vehicle's doing all the thinking. It has a specific calibration for the engine, the transmission, the four-wheel drive, as well as traction control for those specific conditions. And I can tell you, specific to mud and ruts, we've made some enhancements to this vehicle to give it even more capability in that kind of condition, like more of like a true rock crawler. It's really impressive. Add to that a front view camera at low speeds. Great. Awesome. A lot of fun. But don't think that you have to be like cruising off-road to really enjoy it. So in Michigan, for me, I'm sure here as well, it's snowing outside. I just go into snow mode. Makes it just that much easier for me. Makes the drive a little bit more relaxing. Okay, so that's our intelligent four-wheel drive with the terrain management system. There's so many other technologies that we have on this vehicle. It's got a lot of stuff. So let me talk about some things I want you to think about and experience when you get the vehicle. LED standard low beams. Nobody else does that. Standard. So that's a first for Ford. Standard LED low beam lights. Our illumination improved by 30%. So 30% more lumens with the LEDs. So brightness improved quite a bit. Let's talk about in the inside. Quieter. Much quieter. So we pay attention to air leakage. That's one of the metrics that we typically go through as we're going through the prototype phases, etc., and developing a tight vehicle. So why air leakage? Well, if air's getting in, there's a chance for road noise to get in as well. So seal the vehicle to the appropriate amount, and you can make a nice, tight, quiet vehicle. And the improvement that we have in quietness in this vehicle is very impressive. You'll notice that tomorrow. You'll be driving a high-powered V6, and it'll feel like a very quiet experience. Not to mention some of the other things you'll notice on the inside. The Sony 500-watt stereo system, with technology that's typically reserved for home stereo. Sony hasn't had live acoustics and clear phase on anything but home stereo systems. It's in here, and it sounds dynamite. 500 watts. Really, I encourage you to listen to it. Hey, don't stop at low volume. You can go to high volume. It's calibrated for the whole gamut. It sounds great at any volume. Third row seat, our leg room, third row is awesome. It's great. Best in class. Second row, we've added additional leg room as well. About 1.5 to 2 inches of additional leg room thanks to our front row seat architecture. So more knee room. Very noticeable when you're sitting in the second row. Let me keep going. The armrest. So the armrest on the door versus the center console, we have a better balance for that now. You don't feel like you're skewed at all. It's very balanced. It feels more natural. Your left foot while you're driving. The footrest has been moved forward and angled slightly differently so you have more clearance for your left foot. So this is just a list of a few of the things that we've done. Actually, quite a few of the things that we've done, but there's even more. You're going to have an experience tomorrow, not only seeing great Grand Junction to Durango, which is going to be awesome tomorrow. I'm looking forward to that myself. But you're going to get a chance to immerse yourself with everything that's in this vehicle, because there's a lot, and it's standard. All right, thank you. So let's go over to design in the new series. So I'm going to turn it back over to Craig. Thank you.